Go Tigers 247's lead writer Christian Fowler sat down with three-star class of 2022 point guard Zocko Littleton Jr. and discussed his recent commitment to the University of Memphis. Zocko is the second 2022 player to commit to the Tigers with Amar Knox. Listen in as Zocko discusses his relationship with the Memphis staff, his commitment to hard work, and his surprising favorite player to model his game after.
All right, Zocko, so first thing, man, you just committed to Memphis. What went into the decision and why was Memphis the right fit for you?
Ever since me and Coach Cody started talking, it's just been every week, every day really, he's been on me, texting me, hitting me up, checking on me. We went over film a few times. Yeah, I just feel like I was really wanted.
So you just talked about your relationship with Cody, and I'm sure that relationship has progressed since you guys first started talking. So what is the overall relationship like with the coaching staff at Memphis?
The relationship has got better. I was talking to Coach Johnson when he was at Troy, and when he got over to Memphis, it made me feel a little better about coming. I started talking to Penny, and it's just been progressed from there.
Gotcha. And what do they see the fit being for you? Because obviously we know what you do in high school. We know what you offer at that level. What do they see your fit being at Memphis?
Transitioning to a point guard, because I'm really like a combo right now, because I can shoot it so well, I feel like, in my opinion. And yeah, they just want to see me run the team, be vocal, just do all the right things that a point guard should do.
So does that excite you? Is that something that you want to do, is come to college and show that you can develop into a true point guard?
Yes, sir. That's what is going to get me to the next level. Yes, sir.
But as you mentioned, like nowadays the definition of point guard is so different, right?
Yeah.
Like it used to be, it was a guy that would average 4 points and 8 assists a game, somebody that dishes the ball. But obviously you can score. You just talked about your shot, but it sounds like you do want to develop some of those skills more and more as college comes. So,
yes, sir.
How would you describe your game as a whole?
I describe it as really my strength is shooting, and I've been trying to be more vocal, and I think I've got better with that over this past season by transferring to my new school. As my old school, we had a point guard and he was a senior, so I didn't really get to showcase or be vocal, be that leader that I should have been at my other school.
And has that been a difference for you? Because I know some people thrive off of being vocal and being a leader and kind of being a floor general out there. So has that changed you at all as a player, you think?
Yeah, just a little bit. Just people being more attentive to me. Because at first, like, I was younger, so kids didn't like really want to be attentive, listen to me. And now I feel a little better, like it's gonna help translate into college.
So how do you think that, you just talked about it, you led me perfectly into my next point. How does that help going into college? Because some guys do come in so shy and they don't want to say anything. They just want to kind of be passive aggressive and let everything go.
Yes, sir.
So developing into a leader as a high schooler, how does that help you going into Memphis?
Like I said, since I'm trying to transition to a point guard, I feel like it'll help guys listen to me, be more vocal, be an extension of the coach on the floor.
And you talked about watching film earlier with Cody and watching some of the things that they do. What do you like about the overall offense and defense, and how do you think you play into that?
I like how they run. They like guards who can shoot the ball, shoot it pretty well. I feel like I play good man-to-man like they do, and I see they press a lot. Well, I seen in NIT they pressed a lot, so yeah.
So, something I've noticed from watching your film is, like you said, shooter is the first thing that comes to mind. When anybody sees somebody that can shoot the ball, the first thing they think is shooter. But from watching your film, it looks like you also love to play defense. And, at Memphis, that's what they're known for. They've been the number one team in defensive efficiency over the past couple of years. So what does that mean to a guy like you that does enjoy playing defense?
It means a lot to me. Like, I didn't want to go anywhere like where defense wasn't the vocal point, because I like to win. So I do anything it takes to win.
And then moving to that next level, obviously you still have another year of school. What are some of the things over the next several months and into your senior year that you really want to work on and develop?
Strength, getting faster, getting a little more range on my shot. I got range, but getting some more range on my shot and making my shot a little quicker, my release quicker.
So with getting your commitment out of the way early, I know some guys in high school get really distracted by that. They have schools calling constantly. They're taking visits. They're being courted by all these different schools. and they're more focused on that than they are improving and playing basketball. But with you getting this out of the way, now all that's left for you is to, get through the summer, improve, work on your skills, play your senior year, and then go to school. Do you feel like that helps you not having that distraction of your recruitment anymore?
I feel like it helps me moving forward by this year as my senior year. I'm going to look at it as if I'm in my freshman season already at Memphis, just playing, working out 3 times a day, trying to lift 3 times a week, because my 11th grade year I wasn't really lifting. I was lifting, but not 3 times a week. I was probably lifting like 2 times, sometimes 3, 4, but I need to lift during the season as well. So, and then I really just felt like the recruiting process was got overwhelming, and then the relationship with the staff and coaches and Cody and everybody at Memphis, I just felt like it was right.
So that mentality is so much different from most kids, because
Yes,
they love that. They love, their name being out on social media and every fan base talking about them. It's like they live off of that. And for you, like you said, it's overwhelming. Where do you think that comes from? Because some guys love that spotlight. They love being talked about all the time, but it seems like you're just ready to put your head down and work.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I've always been that way. Ever since middle school, my dad instilled that in me, just work. One summer I didn't play. We didn't play in any games. All we did was strictly work out, just worked out. So I just I enjoy the process. When I mess up in the drill or something, I just smile, just know I still have things to improve on.
So, for you, you just said something really cool about when you mess up, you smile and think about how you can improve. Some guys get so frustrated, it limits their growth and development because they just try to do everything perfectly. For you, how much fun is it just to be able to constantly learn and improve and grow, pretty much every day?
Just me knowing I'm getting better and I have more things to work on, that still makes me happy. Just me knowing I haven't reached my peak and my potential.
So you talked about your dad instilling that, kind of that mentality into you. And, with that being said, how much do you think that helps you? Not only like we talked about with recruitment, but on the floor, leading your teammates, working out, doing different things. How much does that mentality help you?
The mentality helps me a lot. Just try to coach everybody up, make sure everybody's working, make sure nobody's being lazy. In my new high school, the kids didn't used to work out like that. So now that I was over there, they were constantly progressing, getting better, and we were getting beat a lot at the beginning of the season. I feel like as the season went on, a lot of kids got better, progressed, and things got really good for us, so we'll be pretty good next season. And I think my dad has helped me a lot with that.
And what do your coaches think about that? Because, some coaches have to deal with the headaches of certain players that don't want to show up to workouts, or they don't want to practice every day, or they get frustrated with practice every day. So how much have your coaches responded to you, helping some of the guys out and lift the team overall?
Well, they just look at me as, if he's doing this, you guys should do it. Or I just lead by example, just try to lead by example for everyone. Just the younger kids coming up, because I know we got some pretty good young kids. Just the young kids coming up, trying to just be a leader, trying to show them be a role model.
Is it cool to be that guy? Because some guys if they're put in that scenario, they kind of cower down and they kind of shut down because they don't want to be that guy. So for you, is it cool to be that guy that's able to do that for everyone else?
Yes, sir. I feel like it, because if it was anyone else, I would feel like I'm the best fit for it, because I talk to the guys, I'm gonna interact with the guys, I'm gonna try to make sure they're better, just not make sure it's all about self at the end of the day.
And so you talked about, that coming from your dad and stuff, and you said it started at a young age. What was that like, being able to be taught about leadership and hard work from a young age instead of having to learn it on your own?
I just feel like it was good. It helped me in the long run. Yeah.
So as far as, we've talked about your game, we talked about your ability to shoot, play defense, and the things that you're working on. But, as far as watching other guys and kind of molding your game after other guys, who are players that you watch and look up to and try to emulate on the court?
I really enjoy watching Miles Powell. That was a big point for me my 10th grade year. I could say I really watched him consistently. Even now in the G League, I watch him consistently. He just shoot it so well, but I know he wasn't a traditional point guard, or they say he can make others better, but I feel like that's what my game is after. I look at him and I see myself in him.
So where did you get that from? Because so many times I've asked this question, and it's like some NBA All-Star that gets named. Nobody ever names a college player like Miles Powell, who was obviously one of the best players in the country when he was in the NCAA. But where does that comparison come from for you? Because it's so rare for me to hear a player like Miles Powell.
I mean, honestly, I don't watch the NBA. I don't like the NBA. I feel like it's all entertainment. It's all about the money. When you get up there, like, it's nobody really wants it. Like, because you can go out one night, the Lakers can beat somebody by 30. The next night, they come get beat by 50. Like, I don't feel like every night everyone is playing to their full potential. So I just used to watch the NCAA. Well, I still watch the NCAA now, heavy, just because, like, I feel like they want it. They're trying to get somewhere.
And how much does that different competitive edge excite you? Because obviously that's what you're going to after your senior year is to the NCAA. So how much does that different level of competitiveness excite you as a player?
It excites me I just feel like I can get better just watching college basketball because that's my next step and just my next level. And the competitiveness is just, I really can't say. I mean, I'm a competitor, so I like watching competitive things. Like, I don't just want to see guys who just go up and down the court. They know they're getting paid millions, so just going up and down the court, going through the motions. Like, I like seeing guys who really want to work for it, really want to get to that next level. Like, I know some JUCO guys who go D1, they really just trying to prove themselves. So just like watching guys trying to prove themselves and just compete every night.
So as a guy that is a competitor and loves the competitive aspect of the game, how excited are you for that step up, that next level? Obviously, I know you still have a season ahead of you, and I know you're looking forward to that, but a big picture, how exciting is that step up in competition going to be for you?
I feel like it's going to be pretty good. I can see where I'm at and just see all the work that I put in and just know I can continue to keep getting better and better and just keep working.
Okay, so last question for you, man. Typically, we always end these off by letting guys tell Memphis fans what they're getting. So what is Memphis getting in Zocko Littleton?
I feel like Memphis is getting a competitor, a guy who wants to win, a guy who wants to make everyone around him better, and just, I'm not going to be that guy who's never going to be selfish just because my teammates are eating and I'm not, or just because I have a bad night. I just know I have to bring something else to the floor, and I learned that at a young age, like 9th grade, I could just shoot. I was weaker, wasn't really playing defense as well as the other guys, so I just feel like I'm going to have to bring more things. I'm going to be able to bring more things to the table than just my shot if it's not falling that night. So.